Tom here, Flip Anything USA. Had an interesting conversation with a buddy of mine yesterday at Starbucks. I get together with a group of guys, most still working, handful of retireds. But anyways, we were talking about millennials, because I'd seen on the news the other day, they were talking about millennials. I guess they say 58% don't identify themselves as capitalists. And I guess a millennial is pretty much 18 to 30, I think is what we're talking about, 18 to 30 year old. And I was thinking, man, I was thinking a couple things. A, that's not my mentality. I am a capitalist. But what an advantage for you folks that are in that age bracket, that are a millennial, that you feel you are a capitalist, you want to make money. And because you have, if that number is true, that means 58% of your competition, they're kind of in the clouds, or at least, they're not on the playing field with you. And really, I think it's a shame, to be quite honest. So I was talking to him about it, and I said, well, I don't get it. I said, do you believe that? And he said, oh yeah. He's got a daughter in college who's, actually very smart girl, working hard. But he also teaches some classes at church and some different things. And he said, no, he goes, they're very experiential. Meaning they would rather, have experiences. They hold that as more of a value than making money. Well, to me, that's kind of out of order. And, hey, to each his own, no problem. If that's what a millennial, if that's somebody wants to just be, whatever, have experiences and, go to the Peace Corps and go to China and do all these different things, that's fine. But I'm experiential now. But now I've got money. And believe me, it's a whole lot nicer to be sipping wine and margaritas by the pool, than living in a hostel. Although I'm sure there's a great experience there too. But for me, I'm more of a jet setter when it comes to vacations and going and seeing things and seeing places. But back to my point. So this experiential minded millennial, that's great. You can go do these things, and I guess some, it's all, to each his own. I got no problem with it. But I think it's not the priority I would have, because I have a very realistic mindset when it comes to, just economics. And I know it takes money to really enjoy life to the fullest. At least, if you want, and I say that, I mean, if you want to educate your kids, if you plan on having kids, you need money. If you want to not work your whole life, you need money. It solves a lot of problems. Money isn't everything, but let me tell you, it sure makes life a lot easier for the people you love and care about and yourself. And so anyways, but my thoughts were, if you're a millennial that is a capitalist, it's kind of good for you, because you don't have that much competition in your age bracket, apparently. And so, so you don't have as many people that are hungry and on the hunt. And so, I mean, if that's the case, I would double down and just be really aggressive. I do anyways, but now I kind of, I have money, so I don't have the, I don't want to say I don't have the drive. I do have the drive. I just kind of do bigger deals now. But also, sometimes I think, you know what? I'd rather go fishing, or I'd rather, go to Hawaii and kick back in the sand for 10 days or something like that. And I do stuff like that. But, so I guess my point is, if you're a millennial and you get in there and hustle, and, you've got less competition than maybe you probably would have 20, 30 years ago, when I was in that age bracket. And so I would take full advantage of that, and get out there and just start looking and be on the hunt, and find those deals. Let's see, what else? Actually, I kind of forgot where I was going. I'm actually going to visit one of my own tenants today. They're a cleaner. They do dry cleaning, and I just found out that they do fluff and fold. And so I've actually decided I'm going to bring a couple baskets of laundry to her today. We've got a plumbing issue, so I figure I'll go ahead and take advantage of patronize one of my tenants, using their services. So anyways, that's it. I just I thought that was kind of a really interesting statistic, and I don't know that it's true, but I heard on the news that it was true. That doesn't mean I think it's true, but anyways, I just thought that was interesting, and if that is the case, then hey, good for you, millennial capitalists. So I'll leave it at that for now. Just a quick ramble on the road here. I'm getting ready to pull up and do this. Also coming up, hey, if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, if there's anything, in particular that, I love psychology, I love different things, that kind of relate to being, motivated and I love motivational stuff, and I've read probably, 100 motivational books, and, I love, just the power of positive thinking. And I think that's actually the title of a book too, but that I read. But anyways, that's it for now. And always appreciate it when people share. Please subscribe. Please share it out, and we'll keep all be working together here to try to make some money. And that's it.